Okay, guys, welcome to the team call. We do this call every Monday evening.
Wow. Sorry.
At 8:30 Central on Mondays. I already said that part. This is your go-to place to get tips, information about what's coming up, what's going on, and it's just a good place to get plugged in, get your people plugged in, so that we're building a sense of community that will help people see that they're not in this by themselves, that we're all in this together. And it's just, building a community is a big part of helping people develop a sense of belonging and a sense of team, if you will. So that being said, I'll get started. So we're going to talk, or actually, let me first congratulate our top recruiters for the week. I'm doing this off memory now. It was Kelsey from Jones' team. There's two Kelseys. One's Cornwell and one's Cromwell. Yeah, but it was the one from Jones' team, not Jenna's team. Which one's on your team, Jenna?
Mine's Cornwell.
Okay. Cornwell. Yeah, I think it's Kelsey Crowley. That's really terrible that I don't have my notes. But she's actually not even in the team band because she's she's in the Crocker team, and so they're not adding all of their people anymore. But anyway, she's been doing a fantastic job. Went diamond in 34 days, I believe, and already has a coach who has a coach who has a coach who has a coach, which that's pretty impressive too. And then Katie was tied with her for the most people. Let me change something here. All right, I think it's going to work better for me. Okay, so what we want to talk about, a couple of things. So let me first remind everybody that Super Saturday is coming up. You need to be registered for the Super Saturday. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Super Saturday is actually on a Sunday, but Autumn Calabrese is going to be there. So you should register if you haven't already, because I anticipate that will sell out. If you, let me just mute everybody except for me. Okay, if you have something to say, you can unmute yourself here when the time comes right. But you can find Super Saturdays in the back office. Underneath events, you can search. You can put in your area and find one that is close to you. We don't miss Super Saturdays. We're actually going to be in Orlando that weekend, but like we do every year, we go to the Super Saturday in Orlando after we run a half marathon. So I know you think that your excuse is fantastic on why you don't need to go to Super Saturday or work your business, but I don't believe you. You should go to Super Saturday. Let's see, what else is coming up? So at that Super Saturday and thereabouts, they're going to announce the Success Club trip. And if you're serious about the business, you should register that day or as soon as you can for the Success Club trip, because I'm going to tell you that it's going to sell out. Cody and I decided we're going on the second wave. For anybody who cares if they're on the same wave as us, just figure out what works best for you. But we're going, we don't know where it is, but we discussed it last night, and we're going to choose the second wave. So, that's what that is. But they're going to require a deposit, and that deposit's non-refundable. Put a little bit of skin in the game and earn your trip. Cody and I, we earn 2 trips every year, and it's been something that we've been able to give to people who have been crushing their business. We've been able to take my dad. We get to do all sorts of different things. And so when I was a new coach, when I was just getting started, one of the things that I knew, because I was working my business, was I was going to go on a pretty bitchin' vacation every year. And so, if that's what that's where you're at, and you're just kind of just getting started, then register and understand that if you work your business, you're going to go on a pretty cool vacation, and Beachbody's going to pay for most of it. So, you know, you definitely need to be ready to make that deposit and make that happen. So moving on, what I want to talk about, because I know that we got a lot of new people, and we're getting new people, and I want to talk about just the basic stuff again, okay? What is Success Club, and how do you maximize that? So Success Club is 5 Success Club points, and you get Success Club points by signing people with challenge packs. You get 2 points, whether they're coach or customer, you get 2 Success Club points. You get 1 point if you sign a coach or a customer just on Shakeology HD. Now, I would tell you that you should get your Success Club points in increments of 2, because it's $130 to sign up as a customer with Shakeology HD. It's $140 to sign up as a Shakeology and club member customer on HD, or even a coach. You know, so for $10 more, they get much more value than just $10 worth. So, you know, I never get just 1 point unless it's what we call a magic point, where somebody orders without me knowing about it. So 5 Success Club points in a calendar month is Success Club. You only get 2 points per person in their lifetime. So, you know, that means if somebody signs up as a customer and then the next year they decide they want to be a coach and they buy another challenge pack, let me tell you a secret, Beachbody is going to give you 2 points for that coach signing up, but I wouldn't count those as a bird in hand, because, you know, Beachbody Tech is not exactly, you know, Apple or you know, anybody else actually, you know, and so they go through and they're supposed to find those duplicate Success Club points and pull them back, and so, you know, you just have to understand that if you've already got points for them, if you get to keep those extra points, well, bonus. But if you don't, then that's how it's supposed to be anyway. So don't complain about it. So when you make Success Club, the thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you have all of the other things in place that will allow you to earn the leads that Success Club allows you to get. And that means you have to have a before picture and a profile picture, or a before picture and a profile picture. It can be the same image, guys and gals. It doesn't have to be you and your skivvies or anything like that, right? It can be the same exact image of just like whatever's on your Facebook right now. As long as it's you, it could be that. You know, it has to be a certain size. Some people have problems getting it the right size, getting it small enough. I'm not the person to help you fix that, but, you know, just understand if you run into that, then that's a pretty common problem too. You have to be a club member, okay? And that means you get the streaming videos. You get that. You're a club member. If you didn't cancel it, you get that when you sign up as a coach with a challenge pack. And you have to have a profile or a bio. It doesn't have to be anything, you know, really well thought out or written. Again, I think that they just look to see that you got something there. But those are the things that you have to have so that you earn the leads. Now, if you make Success Club 5 and you have all of these other requirements, then you earn free customers from Beachbody. And I'll tell you, I've been making Success Club for 68 months in a row or something now. And so I've gotten a lot of free customers from Beachbody. I'm going to tell you guys, like last month, I think I got 6 magic points, right? That means that, you know, people bought Success Club or bought Shakeology or challenge packs from me that I actually wasn't talking to. This month I got another 6. Now that's not how it always works. You know, sometimes I don't get any, but as you build momentum and as you get those customers from Beachbody, you know, it helps, it makes things easier. You know, the longer that you get into this, the easier it becomes. So Success Club 5 gets you free customer leads. That means that they called up Beachbody and they said, hey, you know what? I want that new hammer and chisel. I want 21-day fix. And somewhere during that sales process, they said, awesome. Would you like a free coach to help you get results? And they say, sure. And so they look at the next person on the list and they say, okay, Jenna's next. And they give Jenna this coach, or they give Jenna this customer. And Jenna doesn't get commission for that order, that hammer and chisel that they just ordered. She doesn't get the commission for that. order. But anything that the woman or the person orders past that, Jenna gets commission for it. Even if Jenna never talks to this person, even if in the back office it says do not contact, Jenna gets 25% of everything that that person buys. It's pretty cool. So, and then later what happens if that person decides, hey, you know what, Hammer and Chisel 2 comes out. I want the Hammer and Chisel 2 challenge pack. Bam, Jenna gets 2 magic points. And so now she's almost halfway to Success Club, and she still doesn't know who this person is who doesn't want to talk to her. If you get 10 points in a month, Success Club 10, then you get those customers, and then you get free Shakeology customers too. You can only buy Shakeology from a coach. So when somebody calls Beachbody and they're like, hey, I want to buy Shakeology, I see it at the end of the videos, and Autumn's talking about it, and Sagi says, you'll drink Shakeology. So, they're like, hey, I should probably drink Shakeology. So they call and they order it. Well, you can only buy it from a coach. So they go down the list and they're like, okay, who made Success Club 10 last month? Cody Reed made Success Club 10 last month, and she's next on the list. So here you go. And so Cody gets this Shakeology customer. And the cool thing about that is about half of them are on Home Direct, which means it's a recurring order month after month. And you do earn the commission off of that, immediately. So Cody earned, hypothetically, $33 off of that transaction because she made Success Club 10 last month. So that really, in a nutshell, is Success Club and how to get there. The thing that I want to talk about now is how to help your people get to Success Club. And, one of the things, the most important thing is to get there yourself, right? I mean, you can't tell people how important it is to make Success Club if you're not doing it yourself, right? It's exactly the same thing as you can't tell people how great Shakeology is if you're not doing it yourself, if you're not drinking it yourself. You can't tell people about getting in shape if you're not on your journey, or at least in the struggle yourself, right? I mean, I've still got weight to lose, but I mean, I've consistently been working out. That's been part of my brand, actually, is, that I work out. I really don't like it that much, but, I do work out, and luckily I can do it at home. So, one of the rules, one of the vital behaviors is be proof the products work. And so, you have to be doing that. You have to be making Success Club. If you're not making Success Club, how can you expect anybody on your team to make Success Club? Because what they're going to tell you is they're going to tell you how busy they are, how everybody tells them no, how, this excuse here or this excuse there, or yada, 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 nonsense, 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 and if, you can either say, well, you know what, I understand that, but this is what I've done and I'm able to make it happen. Or you could be like, yeah, me too. I don't make Success Club either. And, so those are the two things that you can choose to do, right? And I'm going to tell you, if you want your business to be successful, you have to make Success Club. People will tell you that, it's not that important, but I'm going to tell you a secret. The people who tell you that, their business isn't growing. Their business is dying, and they're trying to convince themselves that it's not important, not you. It's just human nature that they're just telling, it's like if somebody lives in a really, really cold state, no in particular state, and they just talk about how beautiful it is there in the fall and how nice summers are, they're not really telling you about it. They're just trying to convince themselves that they don't live in a frozen tundra and that they should move to a different part of the country. So that's just, my take on that. But anyway, so, that's what it is that you have to do. And I'm going to tell you guys, if you want to build a successful business, if you want to build a 6-figure business or a multiple 6-figure business, I can help you do that. I can tell you what to do because that's what we've been able to do. I spent an hour on the phone with the IRS today. They love me, right? But I mean, that's a whole different story when, you got to get ready for that because they don't take money out. Beachbody doesn't. But anyway, so I'm going to stay on track tonight because I promised myself I would. But 3 to 5 coaches, if you sign 3 to 5 coaches and every month, then you're going to be making Success Club, and you're going to eventually find people who want to make Success Club too. So I wanted to talk about how to help your people make Success Club, right? In the beginning, when you sign somebody up, you ask them, hey, do you want to be successful at this? You know, and hopefully you are at a part where, you know, you're either already successful and you can tell them, hey, you know, I'm having success. This is how this is changing my life. Or the other part of that story is, you know what? I've kind of been jacking around with this and I haven't really been serious, but I'm getting serious now because I see, you know, person A, B, and C and what it's done for them. And 2016 is my year. I'm going to take this thing seriously now. I'm going to the moon. I want you to come with me. And so you tell them, do you want to be successful? They say yes. Everybody says yes in the beginning, right? And then you say, cool, successful people make Success Club, you know, and you explain to them what Success Club is. And it's 3 people, right? I mean, everybody knows 3 people who owe them a solid. I believe that. And if you want to make Success Club, then you just start talking to those people. If people are giving you no's, if people are giving you laters, that's fine. Write that stuff down. Write that later down, you know, and you can even write the no down. But especially write down those laters and say, okay, cool, when should I reach back out to you? But if the answer to every problem with my business isn't growing, I'm not making Success Club is, and Brooke and Jenna both know this because we talk about it all the time, is talk to more people, right? Talk to more people. And if you talk to enough people, you're going to find people who, one, want a challenge pack, you know, want to make a difference, want to earn money. And, you know, the example that I always give is even if your pitch is terrible, right, you could stand out on the street corner with a sandwich board that says, buy a challenge pack from me, and, you know, ring a cowbell, and you know, enough people are going to walk past you that somebody might be, all right, well, what's the challenge pack? And if you do that enough, you're going to run across somebody who's like, oh, you know what? I was actually going to order Shakeology and a workout when I got home. And bam, you got 2 points. Okay, now if you've actually built a relationship and you're doing something, you know, to add value to that person, then it's a whole different ball game, right? You know, you're legitimately building their trust. I'm not talking about trying to cheat somebody or trick somebody into something. You know, I mean, I can tell you most of these people that are on this call right now are really pretty excited about the fact that they bought a challenge pack and that they said yes to Beachbody. And you know, Brooke tells a story all the time about how she had no interest in coaching. You know, Dennis tried to quit. Heather bought Insanity without telling me because she didn't want me to bother her. You know, and the list goes on and on and on. But if you do this and you do it right, it will absolutely change your life. And so as soon as somebody signs up, you know, and they say, hey, you know what, I want to do this, then you find out, okay, why is it that you want to do this? What is it that you're trying to accomplish? And if it's a business goal, then you tell them, okay, cool. First thing we need to do is get you in Success Club this month, because you do it 3 months in a row and you earn a ticket to Summit, which is currently sold out. And you know, you definitely want to get to Summit. You know, if it's just fitness, that's fine, man. Roll with that. Just help them get the results with their program, because if they get the results with their program, people are going to ask them what it is that they're doing. And then, you know, and if not, you know, if they still don't want to do it, then you just tell them, oh, cool, you know what, I'll take that commission. Just send them to me. I'll talk to them. You just keep working out and bringing me customers. I'm good with that too. So, you know, that's kind of the basics on how to get things rolling. I'm going to encourage everybody to start promoting a challenge group for January. You know, January is one of our best months in the year, if not our best month in the year. And I'm going to encourage you guys to get that rolling. We've got some really fantastic promotions for January. Hammer and Chisel still on sale. 21-day fix is back on sale. 3-day refresh is on sale. You know, so we've got all of the tools that we need to make this happen and make this, you know, our best year yet. So I'm going to open it up for questions. If anybody has any questions, then we can chat and discuss for a couple of minutes, and then we will call it a night, and I will wish everybody a Happy New Year. So if you got a question, then unmute yourself and ask away. Nobody? Well, you know what? I really completely missed this, but let me just say, Jenna Chopson went freaking 5-star, right? That's pretty awesome. Heather Gottlob, 2-star.
Woohoo! I'm doing the cheering.
Those are some amazing things. There's a lot of people going to be in LA for the New Leader Conference.
My peeps.
So, okay. Seriously, no questions? Hey, Zeta, thanks for being on the call. I don't think I've seen you on the call before. I see you comment every now and then. Okay. Well, then, if that's it, then listen, post, if you've got a question, especially, if you're one of the new coaches, post in Team Pan, because I guarantee you that, since we add 50 to 100 coaches a week, somebody else has got the same kind of question, and there's not really any dumb questions. So make sure that you're asking there. I also want to give a shout out to Ed Kirby. I was just like on the Hammer and Chisel page, and I was like, dude, that's Ed Kirby on the Hammer and Chisel page. Look at him flexing with his Hammer and Chisel box. So that's pretty cool. I'm loving Hammer and Chisel too, guys. You guys definitely need to check into it. So Sylvia, with the Success Club 5, you get what are called, I call them emerald leads. I think they're actually called just customer leads now. But those are the leads that if somebody calls Beachbody and they order, they just order a program, say 21-day fix, and during that sales call, they say, do you want a free coach? And they say yes. Then they go down the lead wheel and they give that customer to the next person on the lead wheel. And then after that, anything that person orders is, you would get 25% commission for it. So, I mean, I make hundreds of dollars a month off of those leads. And I'm telling you, the vast majority of them, they don't, a lot of them don't answer me. And you can't get offended by that, right? I mean, I will message somebody who's like ordering 2 bags of Shakeology on Home Direct. I know you two girls are chatting to each other, by the way. But so there's 2 bags on Home Direct, and I'm messaging them, and I'm like, hey, you guys, you're not you guys, you realize I could save you money if you would just sign up as a coach, and they don't answer. They never answer. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just keep taking that $66 a month in commission. So, all right, any other questions? Something you want to share with the class, Brooke and Jenna? All right. All right, thanks, guys, for being on the call, and I will see you on the boards.